first way to avoid the trap is this: avoid the trap of having outstanding expectations. Avoid the trap by having outstanding expectations. I can't have outstanding expectations. What do I mean by outstanding? Outstanding, I simply mean something that is unpaid. When you have a bill that's outstanding, they say you got a debt, you got something you need to pay. When your mortgage behind, they'll say that you got an outstanding bill. Your credit card is outstanding. I think we get the point when we mean outstanding. And so, in other words, these people were following Jesus, and their expectation was that God was going to meet their needs. Their expectation was that I want the Lord to come through for me. I want the Lord to heal my body. I want the Lord to give me this and give me that. And I want this. And I'm tired of all this trouble. And I'm tired of all this trauma. I'm tired of all this pain. I'm tired of all this feeling lonely and being vulnerable. I want God to do this. This is their expectation, because Jesus did not meet their expectation. The expectation just out there, outstanding. For the trap of being offended by the truth. I got to avoid this trap. The truth hurts sometimes. But I'd rather you hurt me with the truth than flatter me with a lie. Come on, somebody. The way you've been thinking is wrong. Anytime Jesus said truly, truly. King James says verily, verily. Anytime Jesus said truly, truly, he's correcting their bad thinking. He said, you thought this. You had misinformation. You had fake news. Let me tell you the real news. Avoid the trap of rejecting his sacrifice. The trap is to cause us to reject his sacrifice. The sacrifice is what's going to produce something in us. And Jesus is making promises to them. And he's saying that I'm the bread, not the physical bread, but I'm the spiritual bread. And he said, if you reject my sacrifice, John 6:53, one more time, if you reject my sacrifice, he says, you have no life in you. Avoiding the trap. Avoiding the trap is accepting his sacrifice. When I accept it, I'm avoiding the trap, because I'm gonna have eternal life. But not only that, avoiding the trap produces hope. Jesus is promising these individuals. I'm showing you what they walked away from. I'm showing you. Let me say it again. I'm showing you what we walk away from. Jesus said, when you eat my flesh and drink my blood, John 6:54 says, and I will raise him up on the last day. That's what it's all about, people of God. It's all about that hope that we have. That's what the hope I have. I may never get paid down here, but this hope I have, one day I'm going to be on those streets of gold. I may not ever get that mansion down here. I may be in a one studio apartment. Oh, but one day, he said, I go to prepare a place for you. Lord, that's my hope. Avoiding the trap. I want to encourage you. Avoiding the trap guarantees that I will be sustained. I said it guarantees it. He's going to take care of me. Look what he says. John 6:55. I'm not making this up. They walked away from this. For my flesh is true food, and my blood is true drink. I know the last family reunion you was at, and whatever it was Uncle Willie gave you, I know you thought that was a true drink. But Jesus said in my blood, this is a true drink right here. I know when Uncle Willie get on that grill that he can grill like no other. I know he can make them ribs talk back to you. They're disrespectful to put a little sauce on his ribs. They so juicy and just fall off the bone. But Jesus said, I got the true food. Lord have mercy. Jesus said, I got some food that Uncle Willie can't touch. Avoiding the trap is simply to believe in him. That's all he's saying. Just believe in me. That's all he's saying. Believe in me. That's all he's trying to teach them. Believe in me. That's all he's saying. Avoid the trap, brother, of being stiff. You know, I'm kind of glad they said that, because I thought that I was the only one that hears some of these things that I'm supposed to be doing and say, this is a hard saying. I thought I was the only one that whenever the Lord say, you mean to tell me after everything they did to me, you mean to tell me I'm supposed to forgive them? Oh, this is a hard saying. Avoid the trap of going back. John 6:66, after this, many of his disciples turned back and no longer walked with him. They were seeking some food. They was complaining because there was no food. They started fighting amongst themselves and fighting against Jesus, and then they become to a place where they just deserted him. They walked away. But I got to make up in my mind, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. There's nothing for me to go back to. I may not get my expectations. I may not get what I want or what I desire, but I'm not going back.